Welcome back to Freshco Graphics. Whether you're a returning viewer or joining us for the first time, we're thrilled to have you. Subscribe now for captivating insights into home and interior design. From facade to bathroom, a French country color story. So you're dreaming of that effortless French country look, the kind that feels like a sun-warmed farmhouse in Provence, not a stuffy chateau. Let me tell you, the secret isn't just antique furniture or linen drapes. It's all in the color story. We're starting with a hero warm creamy ivory, like Benjamin Moore's Swiss coffee, which wraps every room in a soft hug. Then we layer in muted sage green, earthy terracotta, and natural oak wood tones to keep things grounded and lived in. Think of this palette as a quiet conversation between the outdoors and your cozy interiors. Today we're walking from the front gate all the way to the bathroom, one 6-sentence room at a time. Your French country home's first impression should whisper, "Come sit a while." And that starts with creamy ivory stucco walls that glow in the afternoon light. Shutters painted in muted sage green frame, the windows like a gentle nod to the lavender and rosemary growing below. Terracotta floor tiles on the porch or a garden path add that rustic, warm blush underfoot, especially lovely when cracked and weathered. Natural oak shows up on the front door or a garden bench, its grain bringing an honest, woody contrast to the soft plaster. Tuck a few terracotta pots filled with trailing ivy or herbs near the entry, and you've got instant Provençal charm. Honestly, this combo makes even a suburban house feel like it's been there for 100 years. Step inside and the Swiss coffee walls immediately make the narrowest hallway feel open and airy, like a deep breath. A muted sage green console table or an old bench invites you to drop your keys without cluttering the calm. Underfoot, terracotta floor tiles, maybe in a simple checkerboard or diamond pattern, warm up the space and hide muddy boot prints like a champ. Natural oak shows up on a mirror frame or a coat rack, adding that subtle grain that feels both polished and relaxed. Hang a single landscape watercolor with sage and terracotta notes, and you've tied the whole palette together without trying too hard. It's the kind of entry that says, no need to be fancy, just be home. Let the creamy ivory walls be the star here, reflecting every bit of sunlight and making the room feel bigger than it is. Float a linen sofa in a natural oatmeal tone, then pile on throw pillows in muted sage green and a single terracotta stripe for warmth. Your coffee table? Go for natural oak, live edge if you're feeling bold, to anchor the space with organic texture. A vintage terracotta urn holding dried lavender on the mantel ties the floor tiles. Yes, more terracotta, to the walls without screaming for attention. Open shelving with sage green-backed cabinets displays white dishes and a few oak cutting boards for casual elegance. This room should feel like you just finished a loaf of bread and a glass of wine, comfortable, not curated. Swiss coffee on the bedroom walls creates a cocoon that's bright enough for morning but soft enough for a lazy Sunday sleep-in. Dress the bed in linen sheets the color of clotted cream, then layer a muted sage green quilt and a terracotta lumbar pillow for subtle contrast. Natural oak nightstands with simple turned legs flank the bed, offering warmth without the heaviness of dark stain. Hang floor-length curtains in a natural unbleached cotton, no patterns needed, and let the sage green shutters outside the window do the color work. A terracotta water pitcher on the dresser, even empty, adds that rustic soul you're after. Honestly, you'll feel like you're waking up in a French farmhouse, even if your neighbor's fence is 10 feet away. Keep those creamy ivory walls flowing from the living room so the whole main floor feels seamless and relaxed. A natural oak trestle table becomes the heart of the room. Scratches and all, they just add character. Muted sage green shows up on a buffet or a set of vintage dining chairs, softening the formality of a dining room. Terracotta floor tiles underfoot ground the space, and a single terracotta vase as a centerpiece, filled with wildflowers, ties the floor to the tabletop. For a fun twist, hang a simple iron chandelier and paint the inside of a built-in hutch sage green. It's unexpected but so right. This is the room where gravy spills and laughter happens, and the color palette just shrugs and says, "That's life." Creamy ivory walls in the kitchen keep things bright without that sterile, all-white lab feel. Think flour-dusted countertops, not a surgery suite. Paint the lower cabinets in muted sage green and leave the uppers in natural oak or a lighter ivory wash for a balanced, unfussy look. Terracotta floor tiles are practically mandatory here. They hide crumbs, feel cool in summer, and warm up the whole room. Open shelving in oak displays your everyday pottery. Mismatched terracotta bowls and cream pitchers, please. A sage green backsplash in zealot tile or simple subway adds just enough texture without overwhelming the senses. Honestly, this kitchen makes you want to chop vegetables slowly and sip rose while you wait for the stew. Even the bathroom gets the French country treatment, starting with Swiss coffee walls that make a small space feel like a spa. A muted sage green vanity with unlacquered brass pulls feels fresh but not trendy, like it's always belonged there. Terracotta floor tiles, maybe in a smaller scale like a hex or penny round, add warmth under bare feet after a bath. Natural oak shows up on a mirror frame or a simple stool beside the tub, bringing that soft wood grain into the wettest room. Hang a linen shower curtain in cream with a single sage stripe, and set out a terracotta soap dish and a potted fern. It's the last room in the house, but it might just be my favorite: calm, earthy, and unapologetically cozy.